Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. It's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show, Veterans Day edition 2023. Coming up, special segment with interesting stories, and Jeff's going to bring us car batteries, worst to best. Later, we'll look at the automotive news headlines this week. Howdy, along with Mike out of This World Mars. King Conrad DeLong. We always need more Jeff Dziekan. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us on this rainy, cool, ugly, yes kind of weekend. You know, we have not had a weekend like this, I don't think, since the beginning of the year. And here we are in November.
I almost came to work today in my jammies.
Yeah, the ones
with flannel.
Your flannel jammies with the ones with the shoes in them?
Yeah.
And the little flap in the back.
Flap in the back. Well, I wear mine in the front.
You would. So we don't have a guest this hour, but you're going to be entertained anyway. We're going to make sure of it. So we have this thing that we've gotten into by default, I think. Hemmings puts out a thing on Mondays called the Sold Cars Roundup. And, you know, you can sell your car on Hemmings. Some of them are custom, some of them are just regular everyday cars, and other ones are classics. I mean, all over the board. You can buy a Model T there, a Model A. You can buy a 1968 AMC AMX.
Ooh, cool car.
That would be the first one, a 1968 model that we're going to go with today. And these are all bid prices, and some of them sell, some of them don't. The ones that we're going to deal with are the ones that sold. So what sold online at Hemmings.com was a 1968 AMC AMX. Now, this was the hot rod version from American Motors. It didn't have a back seat. Had two.
It was a Challenger, but it was shortened wheelbase.
Yeah. So, what would your guess be, Mr. Mars, of how much the 1968 AMC AMX went for? Now, before you give us your figure, let me explain to everybody that we don't know the condition of the car.
We don't know if this is a 390 Go package.
We don't know any of that. We don't know the details on it. I can tell you that it looks kind of like maroonish with some white stripes on it, and that's pretty much about it. It looks like it has factory wheels on it, but we don't know. It may be completely rusted underneath it. I don't know that. So this is just a fun thing that we do. So 68 AMC AMX. Mr. Mars, what would you say that went?
32,000.
Mars says 32.
Well, I was going to go 32, so I'll go 35.
I'll go 3501.
Well, all of you,
Probably $6,000, right?
26,250.
Really?
Wow.
Really?
Way less than I'd have thought.
Yeah. Me too, actually.
Because the AMX, to me, is a pretty collectible car.
It is, because they didn't make that many of them in the overall scheme of things. And I didn't even know until I was an adult that the thing only had 2 seats in it. There you go. Here's one for Jeff.
All right.
Jeff's a Cadillac guy. Here is a 1958 Cadillac 62. Now, it is a 2-door.
It's a 3-zip code car.
It's a 3-zip code car in 2-door fashion. And it sold for Mr. Mars. What would you guess be for a 58 Cadillac 62?
21,000.
You need to move that microphone a little bit closer.
I'll go 25.
Okay, so
$40,000.
40 grand. Well, Conrad's going to win this one. It sold for $27,825, and it looks stupendous.
I would have given $40,000.
White with wide whites on it. It is beautiful.
And you got to remember, as GM was building cars, that 55 through 57s was all kind of common. The 58-year model of all of the GM brands was a 1-year only car.
And quad headlights.
Yeah. And they were massive, absolutely massive.
Yep. The steel bill alone was stupendous.
Yeah, the chrome bill,
that chrome, yeah.
And they stamped them in the plant.
And let's not forget, they have some whopping Dagmars out in front.
Dagmars are awesome.
Yeah. This one had the black rubber bumper
Oh, yeah.
thing.
Pasties.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Yeah, that one.
Pasty dag.
So let's move on and go with another Cadillac. Right up Jeff's alley
All
again.
right. You stay out of my
A
alley.
2008. What year Cadillac do you have?
10.
You have a 10. So this is a 2008 Cadillac CTS.
No, 13. Mine's a 13. Sorry.
2008 Cadillac CTS. It's a 4-door.
So that's first generation CTS.
Okay. And what would your bid be there, Mr. Mars? I'll tell you what it's sold
7,500.
for. 7,500. Conrad?
Yeah, I'll go 6,000.
12 grand.
12 grand. Well, Conrad wins again.
Oh.
The sold price for that car was $10,500 black.
No, Mars would
We're
win.
gonna
He
need
was
a
7,500. Yeah, Mars would have won. He was 7,500.
Okay, well, whatever the case may be. 2000 Seleen Mustang. It's called an S281 for whatever reason, but it's a 2000 model.
That's the 281 is the number.
No, 281 is the model.
Is the model. And it is a convertible. Okay? It's yellow, convertible.
This is a Randy Weldon car.
It's a Randy Weldon car.
You missed one.
So, Mars, what would your guess be on a 2000 Steve Seleen S281 Mustang?
I'm going to go 17,000.
Conrad?
I'll go 20.
22.
Conrad wins again.
Damn it.
21,000 is what it sold for. All right. Mars, this is right up your alley.
Oh,
in
boy.
Neaterville, a 1987 Chevrolet C10.
Woo.
87.
Square body.
Square body. It's a sharp-looking truck, black. Got a custom grill on it. Looks like it's got, wheel trim rings on it. It's a single cab. I think that's all they
Regular
made
cab.
back
Is there
then.
hay in the back?
Short bed or long bed?
Looks like a short bed. 87 Chevy C10. How much?
Those things are pretty popular right now for some reason.
What do you think it's sold for? Again, we don't know the
18.
condition.
18,000.
Okay.
Yeah,
Conrad?
I'll go 22.
22. Jeff?
19.
$12,600. Mars wins.
Fine.
Well, close, but he was over.
Okay. It's all right. Now, I don't know which one. I'll go
give
ahead.
you a prize.
I'll go ahead and take this one. This is right up my alley. A 1956 GMC City Bus.
Ooh.
50.
I want one.
56 GMC City Bus. Now, it looks like it was pulled out of the junkyard. It's straight, but it does have some patina on it. Looks like it hasn't been touched.
You
So
know
it's
what
a-
patina is, right? It's rust made sound pretty.
Yeah, that's right. So it's red and white. It looks good. I mean,
What city?
it doesn't say what city.
Chicago. Got a lot of holes in it.
No, it's not. It's not a northern bus because it would be all rusted up bad. 56 GMC City Bus. How much?
Did this include the tow
I
bill?
don't know any of that.
I'm going to go for 5,500.
I'm gonna go
Ooh.
$4,000.
Ooh. 4,500.
$8,000.
Oh, man.
Now I
Mars
don't know
wins
if
another
it runs or not, but they got the weeds cut down around it, so it might.
They're ready to pull it out.
Here we go, Jeff. No, I think this would be Conrad.
Well, no, Jeff would win because
Well, you're not
$5,500,
through.
and it's going to cost you $1,000 to tow it somewhere. So you only net
If you
$4,500.
can. It might take an 18-wheeler
go.
flatbed to get the thing out of there.
Could be.
Here's one, 1934 Holden. I did not know that Holden made a pickup truck. Holden.
Is it
No,
Australian?
not a Ute, a real pickup truck.
Is it an Australian vehicle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's a real pickup truck with fenders on it.
Oh, okay.
A 1934. Well, you know what that 34-ish
34
looks like. I'll even show it to you.
I didn't
Here you
even know
go,
they
but I'm
had
not
cars
showing
in
you the price.
Australia in 34.
There you go.
Oh, how cool.
That is nice.
It's
Yeah.
orange and black Halloween paint scheme there. All right. So a 1934 Holden pickup truck. What do you think that would sell for? It looks like it's been restored. It's really nice.
Yeah,
Wire wheels on it, whites.
I'd probably say 30.
30. Okay.
I'm going to go
Conrad?
35.
Oh, really?
I'm going to go
Jeff,
17.
Oh, Jeff is going to be the winner, even though he's over 16,275.
Ooh,
I would buy that,
I figure
but I don't know where you
cost you
get.
that to get it into the country.
Well, it's here in the country, obviously, if it's on Hemmings.
Yeah, but
well,
that's what I'm saying, though. To get it in, somebody had to.
Somebody mailed
Ship
it
it
over
over,
here.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
In pieces.
Piece by piece.
Speaking of Ford
Slowly
pickup,
I
speaking
turn.
of pickup truck, that's it. A 1951 Ford F3. Looks like it's been fully restored. 51 Ford F3 stock. Okay. So that would have probably a straight 6 in it, my guess.
Yep.
Okay. 51
and a
Ford
3-speed.
F3 and F3. I don't know.
It's going to be a 1 ton, huh?
Well, I don't.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
It looks like a regular F1, which is a half-ton pickup truck. So at any rate, what would you think that that's sold for? Looks stock. Looks like it's been refurbed.
14,000 maybe.
14?
I'm gonna go 20.
20?
12.
Jeffrey? 12? 15,750. I think that's pretty good. See, I'd buy something like that.
Mars wins again. Mars, you're up by 3.
Wow.
Okay, this is a really cool car. It caught my attention. It's a 1971 Ford LTD convertible.
Oh, no police package or anything?
Not a convertible.
7-liter.
He's gonna
In
kick
the
us
back.
out.
Come over there and
There's
slap somebody.
7
here.
liters in the back seat.
7 liters of booze.
All right.
Yeah. Come on, Mars.
What year is it?
A 71
Like it
Ford
makes a difference.
LTD. It looks like it's been restored. At least it's got a nice paint
I'm
job.
going to go $6,500.
6,500. Mr.
75.
75.
$4,000.
$4,000. Conrad hit it right on the
Oh,
nose.
boy.
$7,500.
Just because
with a
it's
beautiful white.
convertible.
He's been in the back of those many times. He knows.
Yeah, with my hands cuffed behind me.
Okay, here are a couple of Model A's.
Oh, my gosh.
One is,
Pulling things out of my pocket to drop under the seat.
one is a 1929 Ford Model A. Beautiful car, convertible. It looks like it's been fully, both of these cars look like they've been fully restored. Now, what would you expect a 1929 Ford Model A?
Just restored to original or
It looks
hot
like
rodded?
both of these, no, both
Yeah,
of these
they're
look like they're
original.
originals.
I'm going to go 16,000.
12.
10.
Well, you all are close. 14,963 is what it sold for.
I'll take that one.
And part of the reason that I was interested in this because it just shows that for not a whole lot of money, you could get in the whatever car class that you wanted to get into.
And if you think it's cool, it's even better because you're spending the money on something you want.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one is a 31 Model A. It too is a convertible. It's got beige wheels, wide whites. It shows really nice. It's a two-tone, so it's got like a dark blue and with black fenders.
I'll still say 12.
12 Mars.
I'm going
It's,
to
this is
say
a couple years younger.
I'm going to say 15.
17.
19,950.
Oh,
Joffrey.
one. Yay.
And you know, if you're looking for a present for your wife or your husband or girlfriend, that would be cool. And so would this one. A 1983 Lincoln MK6.
Oh.
Which is the big sedan, almost looks like a livery.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's blue. It's got a blue vinyl top on it, white wall tires, nice hubcaps on it. It looks brand new.
Now, this is that generation when they were doing like the Cartier edition as well.
But I don't know about that. But anyway, a 1983 Lincoln Mark 6. What would you say that would bring, Mr. Mars?
14,000.
$6,000.
12.
Well, you're close. Sold for $9,000.
No.
Huddy, I can't put it under the Christmas tree, but it is in the driveway
Come
with a bow.
check
on
it out.
Come check it out.
Hey, Kylie's got a birthday coming up.
Oh, God. Can you see her driving that to school?
That'd be awesome.
You had to get her a booster seat.
Here's one. No, here's the one for her. A 1962 Ford Galaxy 500.
Oh, man. That's a
62
beauty.
Galaxy 500.
2-door?
It is a
He's got
four-door.
Look at the picture.
It's a four-door.
I know
It's
this
red in color. Okay,
Beast
I don't. That's all I know. It could have a 2-barrel V8 in it. It just I don't know. It looks stock.
It's going to be a V8.
I know that, but not a hot rod V8.
No, not. That's a
So 62 Ford Galaxy 500, Mr. Mars,
6,000.
6,000.
I'm going to go 4.
4.
17.
$32,550. It's got to be.
That's the sole price?
That's the sole price. It's got to be a full restoration on it. I don't know who would want to.
Well, even beyond that, it's got to have,
some type of performance.
They were offered with a 390, but they were also offered with a 427.
In 62?
Not in a four-door.
Not right. Yeah, probably true. Not
in 62.
No, that had to be.
The 390 was
some museum or something was after that.
Yeah.
Some collection.
All right, now we're going to move in a
somebody
different
with
direction.
more dollars than cents.
We're going to hop in a different direction now. 1982 Volkswagen Rabbit.
Oh, yeah.
A Rabbit. I've always kind of liked those cars for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Exactly.
They've kind of grown up with the GTI.
Mm-hmm.
But at any rate, it's 82 Volkswagen Rabbit. It looks clean. It may have 200,000 miles on it. I don't know. It's brown in color. That doesn't help.
Oh, rabbit brown.
Yeah.
Little pebbles.
Pebble brown.
Pebbles all over it.
Pellet brown.
What do you say, Mars?
$8,500.
$8,500.
The brown killed it.
I'll say 4.
6.
Conrad, right on the money.
Oh, man.
$4,100. Now, that would be a car for Kylie.
Yeah.
Yep. No.
There you go.
Just
Need to
be
put-
sure
need
and
to-
sweep the driveway up every day.
That's right.
What do you feed
Put
it?
some new newspapers underneath the cage.
I'll take low octane and a head of lettuce.
Speaking of Volkswagen, here is 1973 Volkswagen Beetle. Looks clean. Blue. Had some slight modification, different wheels on it.
Well,
It's got some fog lights on it.
73 is a true bug. That would be an air-cooled car, not the later
Correct.
version.
73 Volkswagen Beetle. Mars, you're up.
$7,500.
Okay. Conrad?
I'll go 9.
I was going to go 9. I'll go 8.
Well, Jeffrey wins this one. $7,950.
Oh, close enough.
You ever work on one of them?
I never have.
I worked on a
I've
couple of them.
taken
The
a
first
couple
thing
of
is
them
the
apart.
first thing any instruction says is take out the 4 bolts and drop the motor.
Yep.
That's right.
To do the clutch, to do anything, take the 4 bolts out and drop the motor.
And if you were a big, strong, buff guy, you would slide underneath it and you'd drop
Take
it
out
on your.
and carry it under one arm.
Yep.
Well, Dave Kindig is a huge Volkswagen Bug fan.
You know, if
Well,
you
that's how you
jacked it
got-
up high enough in the air, you could let the motor right down on the ground, just slide it
jack
out.
stand.
That's
and,
exactly what we did.
Yep.
And there are all sorts of hot rodding kits for that
Oh,
motor.
yeah.
Well, we had
All
the
sorts of-
VW drag guy on last
Yes.
week.
We
And,
would get you in touch with him, and he'd steer you in the right direction, whether you were going to hot rod it or just hot rod it for the street.
build a wheel stander.
No, I wouldn't want to go
No,
that
no,
far.
but that's, I mean, you could.
You could,
You
yes.
could put out that kind of power.
I'm,
good,
I'm
yeah.
in favor of the sleeper. You make
that-
it look,
me too.
Yeah,
That's
the
me.
sleeper is the way to go.
That'd be
With the
me.
big unicorn exhaust system sticking up the
no,
back.
Stinger.
no, I would not do that. I
Is that
would
what it's
do
called, Stinger?
I would do the headers with the standard looking dual exhaust out of the back and just smoke everybody on the street with that thing. That's what I'd do.
Well, you got to remember, some of the early ones didn't have 60 horsepower.
Correct.
You know, and then the later ones, and I think the guy last week was talking about you can get up to 400 horsepower out of one of those.
Well, I'm good with that. No, not on an air-cooled engine. Sorry.
Put bigger jugs on it, and then you
Everything's better
Yeah,
with
bigger
jugs.
jugs. Yeah.
Becky,
Easy.
he didn't mean to say
Easy.
that. He just kind of slipped.
No, it's
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did. I mean, that's the first thing you look at when you're going to hop it up. You got to see, do I?
That's the first thing you
jug.
look at?
Yes.
My God. There's that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was a fun little segment, wasn't it?
Well, you referred to
Ended on a
what
big
to
note.
get Kylie. What did you get your girls as their first cars? Or what were their first
Let's
cars?
see. Amy, I bought her a used Camaro that was about, 4 or 5 years old. And it had like 35,000 miles on it, one owner. It was clean. It was owned by a woman. And so it was clean, and it ran fine for, I guess she put close to 100,000 miles on it.
Oh, wow.
And then with Katie, her first car, I bought it. It was a brand new, well, it had 1,200 miles on it, 1,200 miles. It was a repo. It was a Ford Focus, black, cloth interior, 2-door, and and it had a 5-speed manual transmission in it. She still has it. It has 180,000 miles on it, I think, and she's still driving it, and it is in Denver.
Cool. Where'd you get Mike?
Oh, he ended up, his first vehicle was a little Nissan truck that we lowered, had it painted and wheels and fixed it all up.
What'd you get?
For who?
Your daughter.
Oh, for Laura. Laura had a Mazda 3. Jason had a Chevy Blazer.
Would they work out for him?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rochelle had a 99 Chevy 3-door pickup truck. Remember when they made the 3 doors? They're just the half door
Yes.
On the driver.
on the
Extended
passenger
cab,
side.
not really a
Yeah, an
full
extended
crew
cab.
Well,
cab.
technically, Laura had my Camaro, and then she saved her money to get the Mazda 3.
Gotcha.
But I wanted to put some iron around that girl.
Well, you know, it's funny because everybody thinks, oh, you bought her a new car. Well, you know how much that new car was? $7,000 at the time.
Yeah.
It was a stripper. It was a
Same car will cost you $7,000 today.
probably. Yeah, but you could only get probably $1,000 for it on a trade-in or so.
Oh, yeah.
And it had a clutch problem, and they fixed it under warranty, and it has not had a problem since.
I'll be darned.
Really, of any kind, other than I think that she mashed every single fender on it throughout the years.
Well, Denver area.
No, not as an adult. This is all in her teens years. That's why I didn't want to spend a lot of money on the car.
Back when she was going to St. Agnes.
Yep. Oh, yeah. St. Agnes. And actually, it was just St. Agnes where she
Well, the devil made me do it.
Mashed every fender on it. Oh, well.
Okay, we got headlines and features.
We can do headlines. Let's do some recalls. Every Porsche 911 known to man from the 22 model year to 24 being recalled. Seat-mounted airbag may deploy unnecessarily.
That'd scare the poop out of you.
It would. Seatbelt assembly inaccessible for the Jeep Grand Wagoneer and Wagoneer. For
How do you build one that's inaccessible?
I don't know. That's what it says. Multiple camera images may not display on the Mazda CX-90 and the Mazda 3 for 2024. Also, CX-90 for 2024, the engine and electric motor may shut down unexpectedly.
Oops.
That's not good.
That's not good. Toyota Highlander and Highlander Hybrid front bumper assembly may detach.
Only once, and then you run it over.
Yeah.
Oh, Martha, I think we ran over our own bumper.
Go out there and get it.
Can you run back there and get it real quick? See if we can straighten it out with the hammer.
And Don will be flying over going, oh, look at this traffic jam. Martha's out there picking up her bumper.
Subaru Forester. Mars, what are you driving?
Oh.
Subaru Crosstrek.
Could you put that microphone on?
No, he's talking to the next guest.
No, it's not a guess. That's Randy.
Yes. What was the question?
What are you driving now?
Subaru Crosstrek.
So the Subaru Forester for 2024 has an engine water pipe that may leak coolant. Thought you'd like to know.
Oh.
Kia Soul EV, unintended movement due to damaged park mechanism, 2015 to 2019. Pop-up hood may not activate in a pedestrian crash in the Nissan Z. That's a new thing. Low brake fluid warning inoperative on the Ford Mustang, 2020 through 2023, Randy. And the Toyota RAV4, 2013 to 2018. Unsecured battery may cause a short circuit. I think we went over that a couple of weeks ago.
And a thermal event.
And a thermal event.
Big one.
Retail demand for new vehicles is cooling along with the temperatures outside in the wake of high interest rates and elevated prices, even as inventories and incentives abound.
I think the interest rates is the biggest driver of that.
Yeah, I think you're right. Sales dropped 5.2% at Ford, snapping a streak of 10 monthly gains as the 6-week UAW strike against the Detroit 3 impacted output of key nameplates such as the Ranger and Bronco. Volume also fell at Mazda for the first time in a year, with light car and light truck sales both lower. Cox Automotive said fleet shipments, which jumped double-digit percentages each month this year, dropped in October, likely a result of the strike. Remember Carlos, well, I called him Gosen. I think it's pronounced Ghosn. Remember him?
Yeah. How's he doing?
Well,
He's fitting in his luggage still?
Yeah, I guess so. You're taking a nap in there. 4 years ago, Carlos Ghosn was under house arrest when he escaped from Japan inside an audio equipment case. Now he's in the opposite position, fighting to remain in his home.
He's in the barrel.
After a judge in Lebanon ordered him to get out. Former Nissan and Renault chairman is appealing the ruling, evicting him from his $19 million pink-walled home in Beirut, where he has lived since fleeing prosecution in Japan. The October 16th order requires Ghosn and his wife, no name here attached to that, to vacate the property within a month. Spokesperson for Ghosn told Agents, which is a French press thing, that he now has documents supporting the appeal that were still in Japan when prior hearings on the matter took place. So, Carlos, you're still in a heap of trouble and always will be. And you can't now.
You're living in Lebanon.
They need that house for somebody else. Is what they need. They need him out of it. So
the pink house, no less.
Yeah. Why don't you just go?
I wonder why it was important for them to tell us it was a pink house.
Well,
how odd.
It is kind of odd, isn't it? So, at any rate,
Bruce Springsteen might move in.
Why do you say that?
Little pink houses.
Goes with this pink Cadillac.
Good. Good one. That's good. All right. And finally, the board of Cruise, the robo-taxi company controlled by General Motors,
that's running over people in San Francisco,
has hired an outside law firm and technology consultants in the aftermath of an accident that led it to suspend all driverless vehicle operations, Cruise said Friday. Federal state safety regulators investigating a series of accidents involving driverless cruise vehicles. California regulators suspended the company's license to operate driverless vehicles last month, saying the self-driving vehicles were a risk to the public. California regulators said Cruise officials had misrepresented information about an accident in which a Cruise car struck a pedestrian after she had been hit by another vehicle operated by a human driver. Cruise said October 26th it would pause all driverless operations. Your favorite, GM CEO Mary Barra, who also sits on Cruise's board, has told investors Cruise could generate $50 billion in revenue by 2030. The operation lost more than $700 million in the third quarter of this year as it has increased spending to expand operations to 15 cities in the U.S. Oops.
Watch out.
Yeah, wait till the lawsuits get through.
Time now for a quick break. We'll be right back. You're on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Houston's finest cars are invited to another Gulf Coast Auto Shield Car Social, Saturday, December 2nd, and you're invited too. Show off your personal pride and joy, or just stop in to see the likes of Lucid, Lamborghini, Porsche, Ferrari, and more. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your one-stop shop for paint detailing, coatings, window tint, clear bras, and wheel repair. The Car Social is your opportunity to get a tour of this state-of-the-art facility located at 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. It all takes place Saturday, December 2nd, 9 to noon. This is the perfect opportunity to connect with other car enthusiasts. From BMWs to Bentleys, Corvettes to McLarens, the Car Social is a different kind of show. Talk to the owners. See Gulf Coast Auto Shield's facility. You'll be amazed. Put it on your calendar now. The Gulf Coast Auto Shield Car Social, Saturday, December 2nd, 9 to noon at 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there too. We'll see you then.
Hey, Houston! America's greatest hot rod tradition is back! Thanksgiving weekend! The O'Reilly Auto Parts AutoRama! At the George R. Brown Convention Center. 4 action-packed days of hot rods, customs, classics, trucks, and performance cars. The ultimate lowrider showcase. Sponsored by Shorty's Hydraulics. See Lone Star Throwdowns, Texas-sized truck spread. And don't miss the traditional rod and custom section. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, see wild, high-flying freestyle motocross stunt shows. Shop the swap meet and women's world all weekend on the celebrity stage presented by Nick's Auto Repair and Classic Car Restoration. Friday, meet AEW Tag Team Superstars, the Lucha Bros. Saturday, it's Noel G Hector from the Fast and Furious. Sunday, it's Lou Ferrigno, the original Incredible Hulk. The O'Reilly Auto Parts AutoRama. November 23rd through 26th at the George R. Brown Convention Center. Discount tickets at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Part of the Summer Racing Equipment Show Car Series. See Autorama.com for more info.
The original group of Loopy Tortilla restaurants will have you telling your family and friends just just what the original recipes mean when it comes to the best fajitas in Southeast Texas. Founder Stan Holt invites you to visit the original Lupe Tortilla near I-10 and Highway 6. Here's the original house that inspired the design of all the rest and the original charm that helped make Lupe Tortilla the go-to destination for Houston Tex-Mex. Speaking of original, nothing can compete with the original lime pepper marinade that everyone will agree makes Lupe Tortilla award-winning beef fajitas the best anywhere. Lupe Tortilla Katy is another location that gives you the same quality and service Houstonians have come to expect at Lupe's. It's located just off I-10 and the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard in Katy. Find yourself in Aggieland? Head to the Lupe Tortilla in College Station, located just around the corner from Kyle Field. It's a great place to enjoy those famous frozen margaritas before or after the game. Headed east to Louisiana, stop in at the Lupe Tortilla in Beaumont. It too's on I-10. You can't miss it. The original group of Lupe Tortilla restaurants invite you in for the best Tex-Mex anywhere. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts.